Welcome to DWBIADDA channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Hello friends, in today's video we will be learning about Ansible inventory. So without wasting any time, let's jump. So here we have an Ubuntu instance and the Ansible is already installed on this instance. To open the inventory file in the Ansible instance, we need to use the command DWBI/etc, which is the path of the inventory file. So this is the standard path where the inventory file is saved. So I'll press enter. So inventory file is basically the file where all the configurations related to the master server on which the Ansible is running and the host server which are connected to the Ansible is defined. So these configurations are defined in steps and we can easily enable them according to our needs. So as you can see here, it is written that this is the default enable Ansible host file, and the first thing which is defined here in the host file is the ungrouped host. So here we can simply specify the host names which we will be connecting to or we want to add in our group headers. So in case if we want to use if we take an example, like we want to use a website or an Ansible host name green.example.com, we can simply type it here and it will be specified in the configuration file. Now the next thing is that if you want to connect to the web servers, if you want to specify a web server in our Ansible environment, we can also do that by simply giving the IP address of the web server to be added. Like if I am writing here, this is a sample IP address, but you can type on the IP address of the host which you want to connect to the Ansible environment. So the group headers are basically the hosts which are being added to a specific group present inside the Ansible environment, and web servers group are the group which are related to the specific web servers only present inside the Ansible environment. Now if we have multiple hosts, then we can simply specify the host along with their domain names, or we can say their subdomain names under this section. And if we want to add the database servers, then we can place them in the DB servers group. So like here we have an example of the DB server like DB01. So if we want to add it, we can simply type the name of the DB server. So I am just simply writing here a sample domain name of the DB server, but you can use your name of the DB server. So if in case we are defining a host range for our server, we can also define the host name like the given pattern here. So basically friends, the inventory file is used to define the hosts which will be connected to our master server, and also with that we can define the port number of the host, and if there is a host range we can also define it. And there are two ways to define the host. The one way is to give the IP, and the second way is to give the domain name of the host. And in order to connect the different Ansible hosts or servers with each other, it is very important to configure the inventory file properly. So here we have configured the inventory file with the sample IPs and host names, or we can say the web servers names. And like this, you can also define the host or web server's name. And once they are defined and saved, you can simply add the SSH keys of those hosts to access them and push the configuration to them. So we will save this file. So once you have correctly defined the hosts and servers, you will be successfully able to save this file. And friends, that was all for today's video. Thank you.